or get as far as they wanted to. So that's really good. Yes. Oh, okay. Alex is kind of getting a little wild there with the character select. All right, losers finals of bronze bracket. Alex versus Silas. Honestly, it could go either way for me again. It honestly could. But let's see what happens here. And the computer Discord is letting me down once again. Why is not letting? Why does like mobile Discord not let me do like specific? Why does it like not let me like channel permissions? Oh, here it is. Okay, that should do it. Alright, so we have Tubba Blubba, aka General Shy Guy cosplay. Just Alex and Silas. Top 3 of bronze bracket. Give me a short. Oops. There we go. Oop, gotta correct my spelling again. Alright, there we go. For the monthly, for money, how do you know which ones, which to sign up for? So there's certain criteria that are like written in like the description of the tournament in challenge. If your like playstyle kind of like aligns with those, then that's where you should be. But honestly, I think those should kind of be rewritten, or at least kind of like rethought of, or at least added to just like the Carbuncle corner stuff too, because Carbuncle's corner is kind of a great way to realize which ones you belong to as well. But basically, if you still are like kind of like a newbie, you're like still having trouble with like chains, can't chain very high very often, then more than often you want to go to like the advanced, or sorry, not advanced, but the beginners. And of course, if you do feel like you can like withstand like opponents, in chain battles and whatnot, know how to harass and like hellfire. Like if you play just places, if you like, if you just basically play fast enough and like know what you're doing with like any flow of the battle, then you can try out advanced. You also, like, you kind of have to be honest with yourself, but basically you don't want to come off as like too strong. Okay, if you played a ton of Mean Bean Machine, then I think if you haven't played like an actual Puyo game until recently, and you are thinking of entering it, then I think you want to start off with the beginners bracket. Because if you're like new to a Puyo game and you only played Mean Bean Machine, the rules are like super like different. They're not like super different, but like basically, in Mean Bean Machine you use like the Puyo 1 rule set. So basically, garbage doesn't like offset. Like if you get garbage, you're just getting garbage no matter what. But in this game, obviously, as you can tell, you can offset and fight against garbage. So you might not be used to that. So you might want to try to give, sorry, not advanced, the beginners such intermediate bracket a try. Oh yeah, also if you can't transition well and whatnot, then it might be better. But there is someone who, like I said, there are players who can who can't long chain, but they can still play fast enough to still be considered an advanced person because of how fast they can move pieces and rush people and all that. So it's not always the chain length, but if you can play decently fast and frustrate people, then advanced is probably where you need to be. There's so many variables that only chain length alone is not enough to kind of prove where you belong. If you can make 10 chains consistently, you obviously don't belong in beginners or intermediates. But if you can make if you make those chains really sluggishly and slow, and you're not really you kind of overthinking or over extending, or basically you're kind of having problems with not looking at the opponent's board to see how far ahead you are or how behind you are. There's other variables to it that's it's kind of hard to explain, or kind of hard to really get people to understand. I think I need to make some sort of I need to make some sort of video guide of how you belong in this type of bracket or something like that. Because obviously, if you don't play Carbuncle, you kind of you can't really sign up for it, and you kind of just have to play the pools and see how well you do. Nice chain from Alex. Because last thing I want is for someone to join, someone who is truly a beginner, join the wrong thing and then gets called a smurf, or think they don't belong because they, we're trying to prevent that. But obviously, we gotta just see how it plays out. But to get a better understanding of where you belong, I would join Carbuncle Scoring, because we have a dedicated brackets and polls that help you determine where you belong. And plus, you get to play more than two matches. Have plenty of time to warm up and all that jazz. Sorry, I was trying to explain the positioning of that, so hard. But Silas is kind of running away with it. But I feel like the matches have been closer than the scores show. You see the beginning, they kind of play fast, but then towards the end of the beginning, they kind of just slow down a little bit. Okay, just have to make sure the thing worked. Yeah, Silas does kind of he did well, I haven't really played him a lot myself, but when he does play, he does kind of he does get games off me by surprise. If you're rushing, then he kind of knows what's going on, but main chain, if you chain long enough, he's banana. But still a really noteworthy opponent, nonetheless. Right now, we both know that chain's gonna cut. But just Alex doesn't really have much of a leg to stand on right now. It is a power 7, so maybe just Alex can actually counter that. It does look like he's going to be able to do that. Yep, that's a 9 chain from Alex. Silas cannot catch up to that. Alex in a way better position than Silas. Nice 8 chain. Oh, he's teabagging. Alex is being a little silly there. A little bit of a silly. And like to remind you, you are about 5 points behind here, so you might want to wrap that up before you start getting a little bit too excited or ahead of yourself, mister. But we love to see it nonetheless. It's kind of funny. Put Silas in a bit of a weak position. Unfortunately, the attack is a little bit too big. That Silas did have the time to actually get that. Probably could have cut that chain a little bit short to preserve that. Let's see how the other brackets are doing. I believe they should both either be... It's like either finished or on Grand Finals right now. Alright, Silver is at Grand Finals, and I believe Gold has been on Grand Finals, so they might be finished. Oh, hold up, there's a reset that happened in Grand Finals. Alright, let's get it. What are you planning to do over there, Silas? What were you planning to do over there, mister? Okay, I think I kind of see the vision that he was going for. But, like, it was kind of... It's kind of, like, never a good idea to, like, kind of, like, wall yourself off like that in column 2, because, like, you can't even get to column 1. So, that is a no-no. Okay. Ooh, how are you gonna fix that commotion over there in column 1 or column 2? Ooh, good thing you placed that in time, but you do have to... Okay, he's going for the greed. Let's see where it takes him. Will be good places or bad places? Looks to be a little bit higher than Silas's chain, though. I think Alex actually greed himself into a win. A 10-chain greed from just Alex. So... Oh, he's teabagging again. He's getting kind of excited. He's getting excited, chat. Silas just needs one more win, but Alex is like, no. What if I got all the wins I need before you get to 1? Because I am Sonic Racing. Because he's texting me about, like, Crossroads, that new Sonic Racing game that honestly looks really good, and I actually do want to play it. Unfortunately, Silas is looking pretty ahead here. Goes for the greed, though. Maybe the Reds can help him out here. Oh, Silas, you might not want to do that, buddy. Oh, Silas, you might not want to do that. You're not ready. You're far away. Silas, you gotta, you gotta look before you extend, bro. You can't just go for the bread and bacon. You gotta make the rest of this. You gotta just see how it is. Oh. How close this match is, even, like, every interaction has been, like, really good for both players. A rush from just Alex, probably trying to close this out. Trying to challenge Silas's, not GTR, but, RNG. Wrong group of letters. Unfortunately, that puts Alex in a bit of a disadvantage here. He does need to dig down. can just harass Silas into just making a bad mistake here. But Silas is not backing down just yet. But Alex does know that pressure is needed on Silas in order to take anything from him. Sees the vision. The game is like, no, but there is a double blip play. But Silas has this locked hands down. A real close call for... that was really close. Okay. Really good match for both players, but Alex was just a few decisions short of that. But Silas will now be getting his redemption against About to Puke, or attempting it against About to Puke.